Hey there, and welcome back to Cooking with Creamsickle, where today we will be making this lovely house you see in front of you. But it's not in front of you, it's in front of me, behind me, in front of you, behind me, in front of... Anyway, let's get building. So the dimensions of the building are 9 by 11, and these two rows on the sides are where your roof will come down. To begin, you're going to be placing your stripped dark oak logs, 3 tall in each of the corners. Then, skipping over one, you'll go up 3 again, and the same on this side, and the back. In between these logs will be deep slate, so bring that all the way along your outline. And leaving this spot in the middle for your door. Then on the front and the back, you're going to fill in these 2 block gaps here, with terracotta up to the height of the logs, and then in the middle you're going to go 1 above the height of the logs, leaving 2 spaces above the deep slate for your door. Once that's done, grab your calcite, and from the second block in, you're going to go up 2. Go over, come up 4, then go over again, and come up 5. And then in the middle, you're going to have a gap right here for a little walkway. Start here and go up to this point. Then you're just going to repeat what you had on the other side, 5, 4, and then 2. And then repeat this in the back. Now we're going to start separating these layers a bit, and to do that we're going to come to this block, place a trapdoor on the top edge of the terracotta and the bottom part of the calcite. Then going over, we're going to place a half slab, and then 3 more going across. And this is the same way for the back. Now we're going to extend this a little bit and make it a balcony, so bring out the first and third slab by 1, then punch out this middle one and replace that with a trapdoor and a trapdoor. Bring fences all along this outer edge, and then cover the door with a half slab and 2 trapdoors on either side like so. And if you want, you can also add a trapdoor right here so that the terracotta color doesn't show through. And we're going to repeat this overhang for the window in the back. Now popping back down to the first level, place your door from the back and a trapdoor from the front. Then add a half slab in front of the top half of the trapdoor and another one on each level below that. And then pop a few fences underneath those. Now we move on to this fellow's very intense hat. So you're going to skip 1 and come forward, and that's going to be where you start your roof. Then you pull this all the way to the back, 13 blocks, or till it sticks out 1 past the back as well. Repeat on the other side. And now to start the A, you're going to place an upside down stair on the main block sticking out, and then a right side up stair on that same block. From here you're going to go up 2 on the upside down stair, and then repeat this with an upside down stair and a right side up stair. And you'll do this pattern 5 times, and that will get you to this part of the building right here. Now come do the other side with that same pattern. Once you're to this point, you're going to come up to the second block in your last bit of the pattern and place another full block and then go up 2 more from there with a final 2 stairs on top of that. Then you're going to repeat this on the back end. Now coming to the middle, you can repeat what you've done for the edges and just cut out the bottom stair if you want, or you can leave it in and make the inside look a little bit more snazzy if you want. It's up to you. Now you have an incredibly useless tent. And on your useless tent framework, come to the bottom row and place a trapdoor on each side closest to the stair and then 1 in the middle. For your moss, you're just going to follow where your full blocks are on your outline, all the way up until you have 5 layers. Now once you've done this on both sides, the only thing left is to come across the top with one final layer of moss. Then for the topping trim, we're going to put half slabs on the edges and in the middle, and trapdoors in between those spaces. Now you get to spam bone meal to your blocky heart's content. Mind the ground. Know your place, trash. I'm kidding, I love you. Now to punch holes in it. In your second layer of your moss cake, punch out the top block and the bottom block of the next layer. Then we replace these blocks on the side with calcite, bring that up 2, and another on the top. On top of the exposed rock, place a stair, and then bring it out 1 more to make an overhang. Then to cover the middle, you're going to bring 3 half slabs forward like this, with a trapdoor underneath that. Now on either side, you're going to place 2 trapdoors along this edge, facing down, and then another one on this side to make it a bit thicker. For the lower ledge of the window, you're going to place a half slab on either side, and then a trapdoor in the middle. And finally 2 fences or glass for your window. Then you're going to repeat this process for a window here and here. The fireplace will start in the middle of your empty section by replacing these 3 planks with brick. And going from front to back, place a full block, a stair, 4 blocks, then 2 blocks. Then moving in a layer, place 1 stair on top of the moss, and go up 5. Then place a wall and a flower pot. Then finally up 2 and a stair. You also need to add fences or glass in this back window. I completely forgot about its existence. We don't talk about this. And there it is, completely done. There is one change you can make here just based on personal preference. See how the deep slate comes in to the space inside here? It cuts off a little bit of room. So if you don't want that, you could push this out to fit in the little nook between the roof and the wall. And it'd just make it look a little bit wider at the front. So that's how it'd look if you pushed it to the sides. But I don't use my interior rooms as it is, so we leave it like this. And this time I actually remembered to do an interior, so let's pop in and look at that. Looks a bit like a tavern. I'm not gonna lie, I do need to work on my interiors. I agree. But we have a little seating area and our kitchen with some cabinets, and I used some vines instead of ladders just to, see. Fits with the moss, you know. And up here we have a nice little bedroom, which is filled entirely with books because that's ideal. So there's that done. I really like it. It looks like that one's stalking it. It is always watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any ideas for things that you'd like to see me do tutorials for, I'd love to hear them in the comments. And as always, I love you guys, take care, and I'll see you soon. How'd that get in there?